Why aren't you bowling faster?
Because you're too damn slow.
This is the first of a 4-part video series as to why you're not bowling faster. Remember this video? Look, I'm making it move. The first reason we're going to be looking at is biomechanics. Biomechanics is the core of the fast bowling action. We have witnessed numerous quicks throughout the history of the game bowl at ridiculously high speeds. Akhtar, Tate, Nortje, Wood, Ferguson, and who can forget Malinga. But what really stands out is the unique differences each and every one of these bowlers have in their actions. Due to the inspiration these elite fast bowlers have brought into cricket, numerous coaches and potential fast bowlers have copied and pasted most of these actions. Not a problem, but what needs to be understood in cricket, and especially fast bowling, individuality is really important and needs to be taken into consideration when developing a bowling action. Each individual's physiological makeup is different, meaning we are wired differently. Some have more fast twitch muscle fibers, some have more slow twitch muscle fibers. Some bowlers are taller and some bowlers are shorter. I get into more of that in part 2. A bowling action pattern is predominantly determined by an individual's physical movement preference. The key though is to have a sound bowling action that is safe, effective and repetitive. So if we're looking at your bowling action to find where you might be experiencing a block or limitation in gaining pace, we need to consider looking at the following key links in the chain of the whole action. Let's call this the biomechanics of fast bowling. We can call it the ideal bowling action. The run-up measurement. It is based on what is sufficient for the bowling action from a properly measured run-up. Also, yes, I am using a medicine ball to keep this band on the floor. Also, it is based on running mechanics, bowling energy, and intent. The run-up is straight, fluid, and rhythmical, also with a slight forward torso lean so we can build gradual momentum. The momentum and energy built up from the run-up is then driven forward into the crease at the impulse stride, basically kicking off the floor. The arms and the legs work in sync to get the action ready for the gather. The gather is basically spending a sufficient amount of time in the air to make sure the body has enough time to organize itself for the trigger and also the preload. At back foot contact, the momentum is efficiently transferred to the front foot from a pre-turn or loaded hip with a high front knee and a high leading arm. The front foot strike is a block and a pull motion with a semi-braced front knee. Now we get to the snap. The rear hip uncoils to square up the hips, while the chest and head steers forward to the intended target. The leading arm pulls down beside the front hip to create a sling tension between the shoulders to initiate the bowling arm to come over the top. Maximize the full length of the lever for the high release point, also with a firm wrist snap. Both arms finish the cycle, with the leading arm finishing high behind the back, the bowling arm past the opposite hip, and the tray leg driving forward. The body slows down and recovers from a high explosion to a halt through systematically decelerating. Take some time to study your action. Record yourself bowling from a frontal and a lateral perspective. Then do a small analysis to see where the correction might need to take place. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope it helped you identify where you need to make a correction to help you bowl faster. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video series. And before you leave, make sure you click on one of these videos to keep on improving your fast bowling.